Most dikes across southwest BC could fail under stress. The breach of a dike in Abbotsford, BC, that contributed to disastrous flooding throughout the Sumas plain was anticipated in a 2015 review for the provincial government. The dike was too low, substandard, and likely needs to be updated, according to a report written by Northwest Hydraulic Consultants for the Ministry of Forests, which looked at 74 dikes across the Lower Mainland. The report looked at dikes that extend for over 500 kilometres, comprising around half of the total length of those in the province. The conclusions were grim. 71% of them could be expected to fail during a significant design event, while none of the dike segments met seismic standards over their entire length. In addition, half of the province's 178 orphan dikes, that are not under any government's jurisdiction, were in poor or failing condition. Upgrading them would cost $865 million, according to a separate 2020 report to the province. We've always known the Fraser can generate large floods, but we also need to look ahead, and not increase our exposure and vulnerability over time, said Steve Litke, a senior manager with the Fraser Basin Council, which helps educate organizations and governments about healthy watersheds across southwest BC. With multiple atmospheric rivers forecasted for the Lower Mainland this weekend, the stability of those dikes, and why so many are considered in poor condition, is once again under examination. Since the late 19th century, dikes have been installed throughout the Lower Mainland. They are the primary defense from major damage in the region's floodplain, which includes virtually all of Delta, Richmond, Pitt Meadows and Kent, and much of Surrey, Port Coquitlam, Abbotsford and Chilliwack. Litke says part of the reason for the poor ratings is decades of wear and tear, but also to now higher engineering and environmental standards. He added that plenty of work has been done at the local and regional levels to improve flood mapping and reduce risks. But that doesn't solve the problem of paying for upgrades, which now falls completely on municipalities, which have limited ways to raise revenue, competing against each other for funding from higher levels of government. We could never tax our way out of this. We would bankrupt the city, said Pitt Meadows Mayor Bill Dingwall last year, after a staff report said it could cost approximately $121 million to upgrade the city's dikes. A city report in 2020 said, nearly all its dikes will overtop or fail in the most extreme flood events.